loneliness doesn't come from being single. Now they are a family. It comes from living without meaning. And these fathers have found a purpose strong enough to hold them. Hello guys, today I want to talk to you about something that we are living through. Even few people dare to name it, and families are changing. No, this is not the end of the family. It is the rebirth of a new way of creating the nucleus of the society, which is the family. In conscious creation with our patients, we are witnessing a profound shift, not only on social, but biological and emotional. Every year, more men and women reach the limits of their biological time. And at that moment, a new question emerges. Do we wait for love, or do we act from purpose, from the calling? In my years working with families, in all those many years, I have been seeing something beautiful. When a man or a woman decides to become a father or a mother without waiting for the perfect partner, he or she is not acting from lack, acting from emotional abundance, from the maturity of knowing that their decision and their desire to become a mom or a dad doesn't depend on a romantic model. It's on a biological and ethical and evolutionary purpose. That is conscious fatherhood and motherhood. And it is not coincidence that we are living a global fertility crisis. The numbers are clear. The OECD countries, 1 out of every 4 children grows up with a single parent. Fertility rates are below replacement level in more than 17 nations, and behind those numbers are human stories, divorces, postponements, indecisions, and also dreams that cannot wait. I have seen men come into our program after years of supporting their partners through failed treatments, or after waiting for years to meet the right person, and one day they simply realize that biological time is still clicking and doesn't stop. That love can also be expressed by creating life, even if the relationship has not arrived yet. And that's where a new kind of family is born. Single fathers by choice, same-sex couples who decide also to raise children from place of love and respect. There are also many women who share motherhood through egg donation or reciprocal IVF. And behind each story, there is one constant: the purpose to love without condition. These new families are not a trend or a rebellion. They are the natural response of a society that it's evolving faster than its paradigms. Because when traditional structure stops and they are not supporting us on the conscious way, it's when it begins to guide us. Today, science, bioethics, and purpose are working together, and it's no longer just about biologically, it's about meaning. Sperm and egg banks, surrogacy programs, and advanced genetics, and everything related about infertility. When you use it ethically, you allow more people to exercise their right to have a family. And that is deeply human. In our programs, we are seeing something fascinating. More than 60% of our new cases come not from accident or pressure, but from choice. Men and women arriving informed, stable, emotionally aware, and ready to raise a child with intention, with conscious and professional guidance that allow us as a honor to work beside them. They come from gratitude, not fear, and that difference changed everything, also in the mindset. People often ask me, One, a single father will feel lonely, or what about the baby? Me and all the experts in conscious creation, we say no, because the baby's not alone, or the father. He's surrounded by the community, by the purpose, by expanding love. Loneliness doesn't come from being single. Now they are a family. It comes from living without meaning. And these fathers have found a purpose strong enough to hold them, bring life into the world consciously, not by chance. These new families that are emerging and we are seeing coming has something in common. It places intention above structure. It doesn't matter if it's a heterosexual couple, two moms, two dads, or one devoted father. What matters is the quality of the bond, the well-being of the pregnancy, the emotional environment, and the coherence in how that child is going to be raised. And to make that possible, there is an ethical system behind our experts in psychology, bioethics, law, medicine, of course. And all of them, we come together to protect the rights of everyone involved. The gestational carrier, the donor, the intended parents, and above all, and please, this needs to be very clear, the child who will be born, our future generations, because that's why evolution and family really means to us. Not just reproduction, but recreation of humanity through consciousness. When I think back to our first cases, I remember faces filled with fear and doubt. Is it right? What will people say? I'm talking about 7, 8 years ago. How will I explain this to my kids, the surrogate says, and now years later, I see those same people with babies in their arms, that they are growing with homes full of love, and I realize that society itself is healing with conscious fathers and mothers, that they are deciding to replace the traditional families, and they are brave to do it on their own. They complement it, they expand it, they make it more human, because let's be honest, not everyone will find love at the perfect biological moment into their lives to become a parent. And yet the planet still needs us. We need to become more human, and we need to be more from our species. It's not the same. It needs new generations that needs to be raised with values, purpose, emotional stability, and this new generation that we are taking care of, being present parents. No more children born from coincidence, but children born from conscious intention. And here lies the deepest point. Biological time is reminding us that love also has to be evolutionary. Waiting for the perfect timing or the perfect partner can lose the door or the windows to our most natural purpose, to create and nurture life. But if that desire aligns with consciousness, ethics, and proper guidance, then you are doing more than starting a family. You are living an evolutionary legacy. Every family created consciously becomes a living cell within the social organism, that it doesn't destroy the old model. We are transforming it. And that transformation, it's essential, it's crucial in today's time, because humanity, we are facing the greatest demographic challenge in history. We are living longer, yes, and we are probably too many for Earth or for the space, but becoming less fertile. And if we don't act responsibly, we will leave behind a generational void that will shape the economic, the behavioral economics, social, spiritual, and the future of our planet. That it's why this message is not just for those who want to have kids. It's for everyone who believes in the value of life. Talking about fertility, about conscious fatherhood and motherhood, about these new families that we are pretending to build, and this shouldn't divide us. It need to unite us. It brings together those who understand that protecting life and future generation is also a way to protect Earth, to protect our civilization. That supporting ethical surrogacy defends women's rights and safeguarding the well-being of every newborn in not a controversial act.